Back here at Academy USA for the second of 2 games today. Not an April Fool's joke, only 2 games today on the final game of the regular season. And Rich, we have the 2 top teams in Group A battling for the #1 seed going into the playoffs. Academy USA versus the Armens.
You know, this is what everyone's been waiting for. This is the game that everyone's been waiting for the entire season. Academy USA versus Armens. I mean, for those that are unfamiliar with the narrative, or at least the story, man, Academy USA with the new Warren Helliger on their team, the MVP of the 2022 fall season, and of course, Armens. It seems like without Ryan Carter, who scored just 60+ last week, but I don't know. I think the Armens have a couple of tricks up their sleeves against this Academy USA team that has really shown discipline and control in their group.
Academy USA also shorthanded without Dane Johnson, and there you could see it. A lot of turnover on this Armens team, missing their MVP, Warren Helliger. And Rich, one thing we haven't really talked about this season, they may not have Coach Vikan Iskician, but Coach Elias Atmay has stepped in and done a great job.
Yeah, Coach Eli has done a great job of controlling his team and making sure they're staying focused and composed and everything involved with that. Academy USA on the other end as well. But of course, the Armens have had a lot of help on the offensive end from Ryan Carter. So it's going to be a very interesting game where we're not going to have Ryan Carter wearing an Armens jersey today. So let's see how that really looks in terms of our standings. Only 3 teams undefeated after today. That will drop to 2 before we enter the AABA Pro-Am playoffs.
And for the playoffs, all of these teams but one will be missing. Arabuni, the first to be eliminated, them being in the group with 5 teams. So someone had to go, and unfortunately we won't be seeing them again. Rich, we're just about ready for tip-off. Look, both these teams missing players. the Armens having guys showing up right as the game's going to start. What's the biggest key for this Armens team in this game?
Well, you're going to have to make up for 60 points of a void. I mean, their leading scorer, who averages 54 points per game, is not here. So they're going to have to make sure on an offensive end, what can they do? And as the Bagian already passes it to Fred.
Bagian gets it right back, shoots one up, and knocks it down instantly. He's coming off his highest scoring output of the game, 15 points in their last game.
So my question for you, we talked about what does Armens have to do. What does Academy have to do?
You got to try to neutralize Fred Odiambo, especially without Dane Johnson today. It's Hawkins getting things kicked off.
You know, the X factor for Academy USA has to be someone, but it has to be either Apgarian, Jabari, or Hawkins. That's really the guy. Other than that, Helliger and Nazarian are going to have their way on the offensive end.
Mirmanian takes one and knocks it down. His first three's good.
And excuse me, not to exclude Miramani in any case. He's been really knocking down those three-pointers very well this season.
Jemianov on his first look. Mirmanian driving right back inside, and Panusi ends up with the steal he brings. Panusi going right at Abkarian, and Abkarian whistled for a foul.
Patrick Panusi did a very nice move there. What he did is that he protected the ball through his body and moved his arm a little forward where the natural defensive sliding would force it a foul. Very well done. Great veteran move by Pat Panusi.
Rich, let me ask you a question real quick. Who do you think is the leading rebounder on this Armens team?
Who do I think, or is it, you mean factually?
Who would you think?
Fred Odiambo.
Now, who factually is?
Well, okay, now I feel stumped on live stream.
It's the man at the free throw line, Patrick Panusi, second leading rebounder in the league, 16 boards a game.
You know what's funny? In my mind, I was saying Panusi, not Fred. Because I've been doing those designs, and Pat Panusi's face is all over it. Of course, he's the best rebounder on that team. He's averaging 16 per game.
Helliger fouled on the way up, and for this Armens team, very familiar with the style that Helliger plays, but maybe sometimes being a little too aggressive, knowing what the guy's doing, allows him to counter much easier.
Zando, what are you expecting from Warren Helliger? And you know what's the crazy thing? I've been looking at his stats. I have to give some kind of context here. I've been looking at his stats. He's not a top 5 when it comes to points per game. He's not a top 5 when it comes to rebounds per game. But his team is at the top of the table, and they're the most composed. What do you think Helliger is going to have to do today specifically?
I think he's just going to have to keep being a great leader. That's one thing we talk about, but not enough. He's such an amazing teammate that loves getting his teammates or loves getting other guys involved. Loves keeping everyone together. More than anything, he just loves playing ball. Nazarian. Short, Panusi boards.
Great communication by Armens so far. I mean, of course, they're a little shorthanded on their bench. But, I mean, Academy USA only has one sub for this game as well. So
Panusi finds it in the corner. Jemian inside, rebound of Karian. Helliger, free throw line pull-up, passes out of the shot, and Hawkins finishes the layup.
Using his body very well there, Hawkins. One of the players that last season really made his mark in this league. This season kind of struggling a little bit, but that's because it's hard to shine on his Academy USA team when your team is winning and you guys are doing good.
A lot of different roles for guys like Hawkins, Nazarian. Too strong, and there's Miramanian with the rebound. Helliger inside, and Panusi with another rebound.
A rare miss by Helliger, mind you. Very high scoring and efficient player.
And Panusi right around Abkarian for the layup.
Pat Panusi thought he was fouled there. You know, if from a player perspective, you understand, but you're gonna need a lot more to be phased than that.
Miramanian on the drive, up top to Helliger. Academy with a 3-point lead early on. Hawkins from the free throw line, fading and hits it. Odiambo looking for the ball in the post. He gets it. Helliger looking to double team. Great cut by Dabaghian, can't finish. And the ball back to Academy.
That was great awareness by Fred Odiambo, finding the cutter Dabaghian, who has been doing quite well. And mind you, he's the X factor for the Armens. He's a great defender. He knows how Warren Helliger plays based off of being teammates from the past year. So it's going to be interesting. But of course, they're in a 2-3 defense right now.
The thing I'll say about Dabaghian, and I mean this respectfully, he might be the biggest pest in this whole league.
Respectfully. Yeah, 100%.
Armens with the ball. Ejemian driving to the corner. And Panusi steps out of bounds.
Happy to see Coach Sako Balian for Academy USA leading this team. Son Kevork Balian not here today. But, you know, Kevork Balian, one of those players that also has the offensive capabilities, as Nazarian is able to knock down a three there, has the offensive capabilities to really change the game, both ends too.
Balian, in my opinion, an underrated player. Look, as of recently, his brother Anto getting all the love in the spotlight. People forget, that guy could ball too. Kevork was really good in his high school career. He's been great in this league, averaging 11 points, and his team, Academy USA, is back on the break. Jabari Hawkins tries going through the finish. Dabaghian rebounds.
Gotta knock those easy lays if you're Hawkins.
To the corner. 12 on the shot clock.
You know, Academy's also missing Dane Johnson. That's going to be a major setback for Academy USA when it comes to guarding Odiambo.
Abkarian standing tall that time against Odiambo. Miramanian steps back. Armens with the board. Ejemian catches in the post. Been quiet to start off. Gets it to Odiambo. Odiambo. Three defenders goes his way.
Lots of contact on Odiambo, but gotta stay strong. Maybe finish on with a dunk. Going away from the basket may not be the opportunity that you're looking for down low.
And to the credit of Academy, that's how you got to guard a guy like Fred Odiambo. Play physical, send him doubles, maybe even triple teams. Abkarian finishes with the left.
Abkarian, one of the players replacing Jivalagian from last year. I would say he's done an incredible job for Academy USA, staying strong down low and really being a presence for anyone that's coming in.
Armens with the answer, and Abkarian, just another guy that's a little bit of a pest, and you wouldn't expect it from him. He looks like he's a quiet guy. He's just here to play. No, he's here to talk some smack and hoop.
Yeah, no, he's very composed, really smart player, emotionally intelligent. And that's what you want from your bigs.
Zarian rises up, can't hit.
Zarian's off to a slow start. Very rare from the three-point line for him.
Odiambo for three. Ejemian flies in, ball off of his foot.
Great hustle by Ejemian, making sure every opportunity is taken, you know. And that's one of the things that you love to have when you have a teammate like Ejemian, is that he's going to go 100% every single play.
Under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Academy USA up by 8 points. Warren Helliger. Off, real slow start for him. Dabaghian, he's got Ejemian on the break. Instead, it goes to Odiambo, and Odiambo having trouble scoring. And credit to Academy USA, transition defense, half-court defense, doesn't matter. They're clamping down early on.
Xander, what do you think? Do you think there should be an adjustment from Coach Sako Balian where Warren Helliger maybe should be in the middle? It's kind of a stretch 2-3 that we're noticing that Armens are in.
I think that actually is a great idea, especially because Warren Helliger is a mid-range sniper. Abkarian in the post. And he finishes through Odiambo. Abkarian.
That's a big boy making big boy moves. Great effort by Abkarian going against the much larger Odiambo.
Abkarian turned 19 earlier this week, and he's celebrating in style. And there's Jabari Hawkins rejecting a shot.
Great defense by Hawkins, staying composed, not necessarily going with the shortcut, but staying straight up and making sure the ball comes down. And I think that's just good karma when it comes down like that.
Academy up by 10. Helliger makes it, or can't make it, 12. Panusi up the court. Panusi. And another great defensive possession by Academy, and Abkarian's pass a little too strong.
Well, I think the game has been quite sloppy in the past few plays, but I mean, it's bound to be when you have two titans colliding, as Miramanian's going to step out. In comes Galajian for Academy USA.
And for Armens right now, you just need a basket. Run some set, maybe just a pick and roll with Fred Odiambo, but find something that gets you a basket. Odiambo comes out to set the screen. Ajemian from 3, knocks it down.
Elite performance by Ajemian. He's been really hustling for every play, making sure Armens don't necessarily stay away from this lead. I mean, it's a long game, of course, but you don't want to get things out of hand in the first quarter.
And there's Warren Helliger finally getting himself involved. Helliger with 3 points only. Armens still struggling to find some consistency on offense.
Balian really encouraging his teammates to go all the way is what he's saying.
Ajemian brings it up into the front court and finishes through 3, maybe 4 Academy defenders. Draws the foul, scores the basket, chance for 3 points.
And that's, when you don't have the offensive presence of Ryan Carter, someone's going to have to step up. It's not whether will they, but someone's going to have to step up. And so far, Ajemian has been that player. I usually say the voice and heart of the team. In this case, he's going to also have to be the main scorer of the team, too.
Ajemian converts the 3-point play. Getting himself involved these past couple trips down on the offensive end. 6 points in this first quarter. Academy up 6. Abkarian back in the post. Abkarian goes up and draws a foul. Andrew Abkarian getting the better of Fred Odiambo again.
Way to stay active if you're Abkarian, not necessarily backing down. And a lot of players, when they come into games like this, they get into their own minds of saying, you know what, there's no one that's going to be able to sub me out of this game. I better stay, a little bit more conservative on the effort. But Abkarian, complete opposite. He's been really transferring that energy in a positive manner.
Abkarian's a guy that rises up to any challenge put in front of him. Look, I've been talking with him these past couple weeks. He's been excited for this matchup, excited to face off against the top team in their group. And so far, he's got 5 points.
How old is Abkarian again?
19 years
He's
old.
only 19? Wow.
Panusi short on a 3. Battling inside, and Freddie Odiambo. He throws it down, and Ajemian's hyped up.
And this is what Armens are known for. They love encouraging each other on the offensive end. If you're Academy USA, you got to make sure this energy is contained. But if you're the Armens, you want to build off of it, of course.
Miramanian. Great battle by Galajian, forcing a jump ball.
Those plays are so crucial when it comes down to possession arrows. Man, you need players that understand the purpose behind why you're doing that so far away from the basket.
Under a minute left in the first quarter, 12 on the shot clock. Miramanian looked like he had a good look at it. Helliger, tough spot. That's his first 3-point attempt of the season. Off.
Is it really?
First 3-point attempt of the season.
Oh my God. That's great awareness of your statistics, Zando.
Armens, tough basket, cut the lead to 3.
This defense by Debagian and Ajemian is almost like a full court 2-3 zone. It's so interesting. They're wide and lengthy. I mean, this is what you want from every defensive player you have on the court, which is basically all 5.
4-second differential between shot and game clock. Helliger aware of it. Helliger finds Miramanian wide open. Bang! Big shot by Vartan Miramanian, putting Academy USA up 6 after 1 quarter of play. This matchup living up to everything you would expect it to be. We'll be right back.
Keep him. Hello everyone, I am Nare from Armavir's Lernogok village. I've participated in almost all of Co-op's programs Now I work as a communications manager and I continue judging debates for different organizations. Co-op has taught me how to be open-minded, how to look at things from different perspectives, and how to grow as a person and as a professional. Co-op has made me a dreamer. I catch myself dreaming about my future and my country's future very often, and I've learned that from Co-op. I am forever grateful for the inspiration and support that I've received from Co-op, and I will cherish that forever.
Six-point Academy USA lead. Two teams battling for the top spot in their group. Rich, this has been an amazing matchup so far.
I mean, we didn't expect anything else. The top two, Armens and Harazdan in their own group, of course. Excuse me, Armens and Academy USA in their own group. Man, only one of these teams is going to end up being undefeated. Is it the Armens that are coming off an undefeated record this season and off of the last season, so they technically have not lost in a year? Or is it Academy USA that has had a perfect approach so far, and a hard foul by Helliger?
Lucy hits the floor hard, gets right back up, and Rich, we were talking about Helliger's slow start on the offensive end, but we haven't realized how much he's been getting his teammates involved. 5 assists early on in this game.
Couldn't ask for more from your leader. I mean, of course, he's the MVP at Academy USA, no questions asked. But, in terms of someone that selflessly comes up and just gives up his opportunities of getting buckets, and he makes sure his teammates are getting them, you got to love that.
Helliger now trying to get around Panusi. Jemian almost takes that one away and would have gone the other way for a slam.
That's the length that we were talking about in terms of Gabriel Ajemian. He's really good on defense. He's always after the ball. He always knows where the basketball is and always in between him, his defender, and the ball.
And Hawkins rises right over the Balkan for a bucket.
Panusi's going to be an interesting factor in this game. He's getting to the line. He's trying to get to the line, or at least.
Odiambo can't finish. The Balkan with the offensive rebound. Out of bounds, stays with the Armens.
Panusi's very slow to get up. Thinks a lot. There's a lot of contact. And a timeout called by Armens, I think perfectly in time.
Timeout by the Armens, down by 8, 49 seconds into the second quarter. We'll be right back.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Armens ball under their own basket. Panusi finds Odiambo right away. Odiambo trying to back down Abkarian, throws a turnover. Miramanian up the court. Nazarian with it. Push Sakobalian calling for Abkarian to get it at the free throw line. Corner, Helliger driving, gets the Balkan up in the air and finishes a jumper.
What a shot by Helliger, really creating that space for himself.
Odiambo taps it back in.
Very impressive by Odiambo, going to the other side of the rim to capture it.
Academy up 8. Helliger catches. Helliger driving. Miramanian for 3. Jemian inside. And Rishi took off from about maybe the second or third hash and ended up right at the rim.
That's tough. That's tough.
Jemian to the free throw line. So far, he's got 6 points. Off on the first, Jemian this season averaging 14 points, 9 rebounds, 2.3 steals. And from behind the arc, he's shooting 50%. Good on the second. Lead down to 7 for Academy. The Balkan communicating on defense for his team. Abkarian loses it, and Jemian's off to the races. He's got the Balkan, he's got Odiambo. Odiambo can't follow up with a jam. And now Academy on the break.
Miramanian's open, but good take by Nazarian.
Babagian tried swiping, fouls Nazarian on his way up, and took a look at Fred Odiambo. He's smiling, knowing he's better than that. Should have thrown that one down. Nazarian off on his first free throw. So far, 1 of 5 in the game, 1 of 4 from deep. Rough start for him, but he just needs to see one go down and he'll get himself going. Academy back up 8. Jemian right around Hawkins for an easy bucket. Now a timeout called by Academy USA. 6-point lead is what they've got. We'll be right back.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what you need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Seven and a half minutes left in the first quarter. First half, 7:31 to be exact. And these two teams just going at it. Rich, one of the more low-scoring games we've seen recently, but that's just because of how great the defense has been.
I mean, Armens, you can tell, Jemian and Debagian are doing all they can, and Balian is trying to send the ball on the wings, trying to find a little bit of weakness in this Armens defense, but really, I don't think there's any.
Jemian lateral pass to Panusi. Panusi off, and there's a Jemian with the rebound, and a Jemian jump ball called, not a travel. And the possession arrow pointed in the direction of Academy USA. And Rich, it's great to see guys from other teams showing out for games like this. Austin Pope, one of Hrazdan's better players here, showing support for some other guys he knows in the league, but also maybe doing a little bit of scouting.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a benevolent action, but we do love the support of the AABA regardless. And a kick ball by Hawkins to stop the offensive efforts of the Armens.
And if that pass gets through, it might be showtime for Gabriel Jemian. The ball again gets it on the inbound. Academy USA in man-to-man defense. A Jemian from deep. Short, and Horiambo just using his length to get that rebound. Shot clock has not reset. Debagian hits a 3.
Tough by Andrew Debagian. I mean, look, Debagian, we've been talking about his defense all game, but another thing about this kid, he can absolutely shoot the ball.
Helliger finds his man, Nazarian. Nazarian, 5 on the shot clock now. He gets one up. Armenian runs in to try to battle for the rebound and almost steals it from Odiambo.
Helliger with only 5 points, by the way, 2 of 6 from the field goal. He's going to have to get a little more active. I think the only way you're going to be able to do that is put him on the wing or in the middle.
Foul called. Panusi draws it. Done a great job of drawing fouls early on. In the corner. Short. Odiambo. Looks like the foul is called on Abkarian. Had his hand hooked. 5:46 left in the quarter. Academy up 4. And Armenian. Jump ball called this time. It will stay with the Armens.
Lots of hustle plays, similar to what we experienced in the high school game at the 130 PST. I mean, look, both of these teams very physical. Both of these teams really known at in their group for what they're good at. Armens really scrappy and really in your face. Academy USA composed and kind of structured, but today it's kind of going both ways.
Who on the shot clock? Armens get a shot off. And Hawkins with the rebound. Rich, look, this game has looked like some early 2000s basketball. Scrappy. Baskets not coming easy. Everybody playing as hard as they can.
The zone defense as well changes the dynamic of what basketball players are used to. Coach Eli wanted to travel there on Helliger. But great effort by Abkarian.
Follows up his miss with a made layup. Abkarian continuing to leave a huge impact on this game, now with 7 points.
There's at least a foot difference between the two. Abkarian is not afraid to jump into the contact, and that's exactly what he did there.
Jamian finds Odiambo. And Odiambo with the slam, getting his bench hyped up.
He just checked on as far as like, am I sweating yet? I am sweating, yeah.
Zarian still cold from the field. Hawkins off from the free throw line. Panusi. The pass tapped out of bounds by Hawkins. Stays with the Armens.
Nazarian tried pleading his, I'm not sure how strong the case was, but he was pleading the case that it was Academy basketball and every single play counts, even if since the first quarter when the two teams are looking to see who they're going to match up in the playoffs, because at the end of the day, we have to realize that this game dictates who gets the first and who gets the second slot in the playoffs.
Hawkins loses it, and Panusi's on the break. He's got a Jamian with him. Odiambo cutting down the middle for a two-handed jam.
Use what you got. Jemian, Panusi, recognize that.
Helliger fouled by his old teammate Odiambo. He'll go to the free throw line.
Damn.
Great rim running by Odiambo, just running right down the middle of the floor and led to an easy dunk. Academy USA up 2 with Helliger at the free throw line. Now has 6 points as he puts his team back up 3. Yet again, the story of the game, not Helliger scoring, but his passing, 5 assists in the first half already. Helliger sinks both. Back to a 2-possession lead for Academy. Jamian driving. Finds the ball in. That's his second three-pointer of the game. And Jamian hyped up again. 1 point game now. Miramanian to Helliger. Helliger loses the ball in for a second, but can't convert. Panusi, nice behind the back move to the corner. Lob. Odiambo throws it down.
Wow. If that's not a statement, I don't know what is, Ando.
Timeout called. Like Armens taking their first lead of the game in a thunderous way. We'll be right back.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Top two teams in their groups going at it, and this game has lived up to all the expectations. The Armens taking their first lead of the game off a beautiful, may I say, textbook lob from the Balian to Fred Oriambo.
Gonna need a lot more spacing if you want to break the zone.
And the Armens just playing with some fire lit under them as Oriambo blocks a shot, and the shot clock expires. A Gemian on the brick, a Gemian to the corner. No good. Rebound Helliger. Academy desperately needing a basket. Ball out of bounds off Helliger's leg.
What an intense game it's been. Armens really, look, the narrative throughout the season has been, can the Armens really determine another undefeated record? And so far, they're really working off of that. And you can't stop there. You got to keep playing. You got to keep playing. It goes both ways.
By Panusi, and look, Rich, since that lob, you could just see the Armens' energy has gone from about an 8 to a 15 out of 10. Oriambo impacts another shot. The Balian. Panusi wants it. He gets it.
Dare I say Armens have done a phenomenal job with the Helliger so far?
Absolutely. A Gemian with it. Nazarian comes out to guard him. And a Gemian blows right by him, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
This is a tough team. This Armens team is very tough. Of course, last year under Vic Eskijian, they were tough as well. But being able to do this 2 seasons in a row and keeping your composure in a game like this so far, at least until the halftime, it's remarkable.
Rich, we may be in the last day of the regular season, but don't worry. Next week, the playoffs start. And look, there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be fun to watch. And I wouldn't be mad if we got a rematch of the finals from last year.
Hey, we got to see what the chef's cooking, right? But we'll see. I think a Harazdan is at the finals is imminent. But the question is, Academy USA or Armens, who reaches there? I hate to be putting them in a constant binary, but I think it is.
2:07 to go in the quarter. Armens up by 5 now. And it just seems like Academy has not been able to get an easy shot. They've been working so hard every single time down. Into the post, Abkarian. And that was going to be a goaltend.
We were talking about Armens doing a great job of containing Warren Helliger, but so far, Abkarian is not phased. He only has 9 points, but those are crucial 9 points, every single one of them.
Gemian spinning in the lane. Hawkins not happy with that foul call. And we were talking about early on in the game, Panusi drawing fouls, getting to the line. Gemian's done a great job drawing fouls and getting to the line today.
Gemian came into this game, and he knew that there was going to be a massive void to fill in terms of on the offensive end. Already, this game is a very low-scoring game, something that the Armens absolutely needed for this game to be even in the same, within 10 points. So sure. I personally believe they've done a great job at adjusting. Gemian has been at the forefront of that, and we're getting a substitutions for the first time. Cern Meliksetian checks into the game for Mask.
Gemian, the leading scorer of this game for both sides, 12 points.
Abkarian's going out, I believe, for the first time this game. This is going to stir things up down low, but I think Balian knows what he's doing with less than 2 minutes left and going into our Armenian Sniper halftime report.
It'd be tough for them to contain Odhiambo without Abkarian in, but a much-needed breather. Jamian good on both. 5-point lead. He may be 3 of 10 from the field, but from the free throw line, nearly perfect. 6 of 7.
And remember, Armens were down 17-7 at one point in this game. Now it's 39-34. They're up.
Galajian catches, shoots one up, and knocks down a 3.
Does that look familiar after watching the first game, the high school game?
Older brother doing his best impersonation of his younger brother.
Right.
Jemian. Inside, acrobatic move for the finish. Gabriel Jemian taking over.
What a nifty move up there. He moved the basketball twice. He double clutched it side to side, not up and down.
He was just hanging in the air there. Helliger blocked by Odhiambo.
This defense by the Armens is exceptional. Exceptional. I mean, everyone's talking on defense. There's so much energy.
Into Helliger. And you've got to think this is a mismatch with Melik Setian on him. Corner, Nazarian. Can't hit under a minute. Under a minute in the first half. Armens up 4 and a chance to extend this lead, Rich. Odhiambo follows up his miss with another dunk.
Damn. Am I even allowed to say that? I didn't even realize that. Yeah, no, damn. That's nuts.
Galajian to Helliger. 25 left in the quarter. And the Armens just clamping down on defense. Galajian off. Panusi brings. And he pulls it back, and the Armens want the last shot.
Smart move. Oh, better defense there.
Great poke out by Nazarian, and he finished as a layup.
Beautiful move by Miramanian.
And that's huge. Academy USA could have gone down by as much as 8. Instead, cut it to 4 heading into the halftime break. This matchup between the two Goliaths of the league. We'll be right back after the break.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what you need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Frances. Ես Ալփին եմ, ես 5 տարեկան եմ, շատ եմ սիրում ես կենտրոնը գա, 2 հատ ապել Վազգենը, Ալեքս մի հատ է Սոնա։
Կենտրոնը իրականացնում է հոգեբանական, սոցիալական, առողջարարական եւ կրթական ծրագրեր, որի շահառուները կարող են լինել եւ երեխաները եւ ծնողները։ Այստեղ նաեւ ծնողավարական աշխատանքներ են տանում, որովհետեւ միակողմանի աշխատանքը միայն երեխային ուղղված անարդյունավետ կլինի։
Ուզում եմ մեծանամ, որ բժիշկ դառնամ։
Professional orientation-ը կարևոր է, որովհետեւ I am Manush from Shenik village. Being from the older generation of co-op kids, I participated in various programs: healthy lifestyle, English access, professional orientation, and startup incubation. I study international relations at Yerevan State University, and last semester, as an Erasmus Plus student, I studied political science at the University of Messina in Italy. Many soft skills I gained and volunteering experience I had with co-op programs helped me to reach even Italy, study abroad, and come back again to my village. Co-op motivated me to be the change I want to see in my community. I want to emphasize the importance of English access and professional orientation programs in my life, which helped me to improve my English skills and make a decision to become a diplomat.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Minutes down, 20 to go in this matchup between two top teams in the league. Rich, coming out of halftime, what is the Armenian Sniper halftime report?
I mean, look, if you're Academy USA, you have to figure out how you're going to use the middle of the paint. I mean, you have rarely gotten the ball into the middle, and if you have, it hasn't really taken anywhere. If you're the Armens, just continue what you're doing. Now, of course, we recognize you have no bench really that is deep enough like most games, but you're going to have to adjust to that. And I think they've done a great job at adjusting. And in terms from a defense standpoint, if they keep their hands up and it keeps on looking like a spider web in there, I think the fly trap is going to work.
And Rich, Abkarian starting the second half on the bench, 3 personal fouls. How can Academy adjust to not having their big?
See, that's key context. I mean, Abkarian has kind of been the main X factor of this game, if not literally the player for their team of the game. So they're going to have to be very disciplined, composed, and not allow fast breaks like the one you just saw.
And the Baghian just smokes a wide open layup. Other end, Miramanian finds Nazarian. Off.
Great release, nonetheless.
Armens up forward, the Baghian. Short rebound, Miramanian. Nazarian hits his first triple. No, ref calls it a 2.
Great shot by Nazarian, not getting let down that the last shot didn't go in. He's still confident, and he's going to continue like it seems. This is a difference between the defense, by the way. Now they're back in a 2-3 for Academy USA, but their hands are not up, and it's imminent. Complete difference from the Armens.
Armens also with a length advantage. And there's Nazarian. Back-to-back baskets for Haru Nazarian.
Great work by Nazarian, getting active. We've been waiting for this moment, specifically one of the players from Academy USA, and we knew that Nazarian was going to be one of those players, but he's really capitalized off his opportunities.
Tie game now, moments into the second half. Dabagian short corner jumper. Miramanian with another rebound.
4-point opportunity for Dabagian in the past few minutes, unable to convert.
Corner, Galajian knocks it down. That's 2 triples now for Sarkis Galajian.
I just looked at Eli Atme, head coach of the Armens. He just said, stay composed. We're not out of this. It's only a 3-point game. But, hey, Warren Helliger loves this activity going on.
Ajemian can't answer. And Helliger on the break. Panusi's back. Mask running back as well. And a foul called before Helliger goes up.
Smart decision by Panusi. Dare I say it was purposeful and strategic as well.
Nazarian set to inbound. 2:05 gone by in the quarter. Miramanian. Nice move inside to finish amongst the tree, Fred Oriambo.
Wow, what a shot by Miramanian. Abgarian got off his feet.
Oriambo touch pass. Mask pulls up. Helliger with the rebound. Academy chance to extend the lead. Helliger out of bounds, and it goes back to the Armens. Crucial possession right now for the Armens, needing a basket. And Achemian gets them one. Achemian continuing to dominate the offensive side for the Armens, shouldering the load. 17 points now. Free throw line is Hawkins. Oriambo doesn't put a hand up. Hawkins doesn't make him pay.
Great hustle by Hawkins. And an eventual, finally the foul was called. There was a lot of contact there. If there was going to be a travel call, that would have been even worse, of course. But good calls by the referees, as always, keeping it fair and simple.
Panusi pulls up. Panusi gets a friendly roll. That's his first three-pointer of the game. Nazarian. Helliger spinning. Helliger. 8 on the shot clock. And Helliger gives Academy the lead again.
That hang time, you can't teach that. You can only try it.
And Ajemian right the other way. In and out on the layup.
Lots of contact, but it's gonna take a lot more than that for a
4-on-2 break. Helliger can't do it himself. Miramanian keeps it alive. Warren Helliger finds Miramanian. No foul, and Miramanian just swiping at Oriambo's head.
Good sportsmanship by Miramanian, not letting things get out of hand. Any
just a
strength,
tomahawk chop, really.
Any strength to the face is going to get a player worked up, but it's, the person that did it, it's their job to make sure things are diffused.
Miramanian 8 points in this ball game. Jemian wants it. Got Galajian on an island. And an offensive foul called.
Great defense by Galajian, standing his ground, not letting anything get in his way, and Ajemian trying to get through. I do think that could have gone either way, though. No call or a call, so.
Rich, if I told you halfway through the third quarter, Warren Helliger not in double figures, shooting 3 of 13, would you believe Academy would be up?
I wouldn't, but hey, that's kind of, oh my God, great shot by Nazarian from the logo. But, we talked about it. Warren Helliger has not been in the spotlight per se, but his team, he has been controlling their success nonetheless. It's a team effort, and he recognizes that. So I don't think he really cares about the individual accolades at halftime.
Helliger driving. Helliger blocked by Panusi.
That's a player that knows his former teammate.
Panusi bringing it up. Panusi Can't get the roll, but he will get 2 free throws.
Helliger not happy, but still laughing through the foul. Trying to figure out what he did wrong there, and the referee kindly explained.
And Rich, we've seen a performance like this by Warren Helliger earlier in the season where he couldn't get himself going, but he finds a way to impact the game. Look, he's playing hard on defense, getting guys involved, and just sticking through everything. Panusi short on the free throw.
Yeah. I'm very, very impressed with Panusi. Coming off that last season, he experienced an injury. He was kind of in and out, but this season he's at full strength, it seems, and he's doing quite well. But I'm sure he's going to be pouting about that free throw, though.
Helliger blocked by Dabagian. Great verticality.
Great defense by Dabagian. We've mentioned, I mean, all defense selection from last fall, continuing his defensive efforts. I mean, this kid is everywhere.
The Armenian leading scorer for both teams, 17 points. Inside. And the jumper from inside the restricted area goes in.
Great work by Armenian getting that space.
Academy sporting a 3-point lead. Corner, Nazarian, quick fire. Oriambo pulls it down. And Rich, Abkarian still on the bench. And it seems like Academy's gotten out to a big, or not a big lead, but gone out on a nice run with Abkarian not in the game.
I mean, they've been able to mitigate what Abkarian has not been able to bring, and that's kind of the presence down low. But they've still been active. They're still getting that passes through the lane. And remember, Abkarian most of the times is getting that second chance opportunities where he's able to capitalize off of.
Galajian wound up with the steal and drew a foul. Academy USA ball up 3, under 4 minutes in the third quarter. Hawkins to Miramanian. And on the other end, Jemian catches the long pass, and he now has 21 points and pulls his team within a point.
Thing is, Odiambo was ready to grab that rebound, even if it didn't go in.
Miramanian knocks it down. They don't call him V Money for no reason.
Wow, great work by Miramanian. Not being fazed by the clap in his face. Dabagian really tried to get him off his mojo.
Jemian to the free throw line. Dabagian short. On the other end, the Zarian scoring really starting to pick up here. Rebound by Mask.
Great pass.
Panusi. Shovel pass right back to Mask, and Hawkins erases a shot.
Great basketball from both ends right now. Unselfish pass by Panusi. Straight to Mask, and great defense on Academy. And guess who's in?
Abkarian back in the game. Great job by his team buying him some minutes of rest with him in foul trouble. And Miramanian comes out of nowhere for the steal. Helliger on the break. He's got Galajian with him. And Oriambo. That's another block for him.
He went straight up.
Panusi and Miramanian set up for a charge. Ends up getting called for a block.
He didn't get himself into the right position. Panusi had enough space to kind of maneuver around, and Panusi gets awarded with 2 buckets at the
Tried
free throw
selling the call, but fell a little bit early. And as we mentioned earlier, maybe the last week of the regular season. Playoffs are coming strong next week. And look, the loser of this game is going to play Aragos, and we see Greg Kashishin, one of their players, in the stands. He's doing a little scouting.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we've seen in comparison to last season, is a much more attentive group of athletes at AABA Pro-Am. I mean, these players are coming in, taking time out of their weekend to really scout the other team that they're going to be playing, which is showing the seriousness of the league is elevating, the legitimacy is elevating, and that always comes through the efforts from even our media team, for example, from Miasin down to Fanzia, helping us make sure all the streams are set correctly with the right graphics right in front of your screen, like you saw for the past minute.
Panusi 1 of 5 now from the free throw line, struggling. Hits the second. Academy now up by just 3. Panusi 9 points, 11 rebounds in the game.
Abkarian's getting active. There we are.
And Abkarian doesn't get the roll. Can't believe it.
I'm very impressed with Abkarian's game. I mean, I know I've been familiar with it, but really sets some perspective.
Jemian jump pass deflected into the Balkian's hands. Mask from the free throw line. Sinks it.
The Armens had two players cut through, both Panusi and Mask. Mask saw Panusi crossing through, so he didn't go all the way, and that caused Helliger to have to make a decision on who he's going to focus on, and Mask was wide open in the paint.
Zarian gets around Panusi. Odiambo was there to help. Helliger blocked by Odiambo yet again. And on the break, Odiambo up. No. Miramanian, great effort getting back. Stops what would have been a thunderous jam, and now Odiambo's going to have to earn his 2 points.
Miramanian had a very, very veteran move there. Kind of like an early 2000s basketball player, kind of like a Bruce Bowen or a Raja Bell, just doing anything where he's not hurting the player entirely, but he's also making sure it's a good hard foul. Question is, was he going up?
I thought he was. Refs think otherwise, and it's an even smarter foul now by Miramanian.
Wow. Did he stop the offensive progression by Odiambo? What is he, 6 foot tall Miramanian stopped 7 foot Odiambo?
Panusi can't hit from the corner. Helliger running up the court. Some of his old teammates there to stop him.
There's a lot of contact there.
A Jemian right into Abkarian, and that's going to be his 4th foul now, Rich.
That's a tough break there. Helliger on the other end, lots of contact. Come down here, and you get a 4th personal on Abkarian. These are the circumstances that coaches really try to train their players on, is scenarios like this one. You can't get too out of control.
Abkarian was about to say, I didn't touch him, but halfway through, he's like, yeah, I can't even try to argue this one. He knew that one was a foul. He's just laughing and smiling now at the line. A Jemian 22 points now, still the leading scorer in this game. And Abkarian coming back out. Galajian giving some great minutes for his team. Going to have to give a few more now.
This is a very low scoring game for both teams, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we did mention when you're missing a guy that scores 54 points a game on 50+% shooting, it's tough. And on the other end for Academy, Dane Johnson being missing an absolute huge impact. And Michael Morrissey also not being here.
Michael Morrissey, too. I mean, that's a big one.
Another big one as Odiambo alters the shot. And Jemian on the break.
I think he wanted to dunk it. He just didn't. Oh, that was going to be very close to a highlight reel.
And on the other end, Miramanian can't capitalize.
1 minute left to go in the third.
The Balkian finds Mask. Mask been doing a great job from that mid-range, can't hit. Ball off Miramanian's foot.
Miramanian is known for his offensive game, especially from beyond the perimeter. But in the past few plays, I've only seen Miramanian putting in that extra effort. Most of the guys that he's, by the way, guarding in those moments is not even someone that he should be handling in the first place.
I've loved everything I've seen out of him. And Fred Odiambo with the easiest dunk of the game. I think the lights just flickered because of how hard he threw that one down.
What happened? It's like extraterrestrial.
30 seconds to go in the quarter. Armens back up 3. Corner, Hawkins. Hawkins been quiet in this second half. Jemian calling for Panusi to get the ball. And I think he wants him to get the last shot. 7 on the clock. Panusi, sidestep. Off Nazarian's hands.
One last opportunity.
And the Armens will have another look at it.
Are you trying to get an easy 2 or a 3 out of this?
Honestly, just lob it up to Odiambo. Instead, it's to Mask. Mask just off, and he hits the deck because he can't believe it. And Rich, we got 10 more minutes of action-packed basketball here at Academy USA. Armens up 3.
Keep him. Hello everyone, I am Nare from Armavir Lernogok village. I've participated in almost all of Co-op's programs. Now I work as a communications manager and I continue judging debates for different organizations. Co-op has taught me how to be open-minded, how to look at things from different perspectives, and how to grow as a person and as a professional. Co-op has made me a dreamer. I catch myself dreaming about my future and my country's future very often, and I've learned that from Co-op. I am forever grateful for the inspiration and support that I've received from Co-op, and I will cherish that forever.
Final quarter of action, final quarter of regular season action here in the AABA. And we're finishing it off with a thriller. The Armens sporting a 3-point lead right now. They start the quarter off with possession.
Well, Xando, buckle up, man.
Panusi rebound. And he's going to go right back to the free throw line. Panusi continuing to make a huge impact on the glass. 12 rebounds now in the game. My apologies. Panusi now 16 rebounds in the game. Panusi struggles from the free throw line continue. Misses both, but Odiambo gets the rebound, and Odiambo goes up over Hawkins for the finish.
Odiambo gets his 14th point. He's been pretty active for the Armens.
Helliger finds Miramanian. In and out.
Are you noticing the trap? Every time Helliger gets the ball, he gets trapped. Even if he's in the middle of the court, he has three sides that are taking care of him.
The Armens have done a great job of making Helliger play in a crowd, making him uncomfortable. Mask off. Helliger goes up. He gets fouled. And Helliger will finally have a chance to enter double figures.
Man, I mean, let's look at a couple of the leading scorers today. Armens, no surprise. Gabriel Ajemian, 23 points, 7 of 18 from the field goal. And Fred Odiambo, 16 points himself. Now, when it comes to the rebound category, Ajemian with 3 and Odiambo with 13. And guess what? Panusi, 17 rebounds for the Armens.
And let's not brush past the fact that Fred Odiambo right now has 5 blocks.
Oh, my God, yeah. I didn't mean to brush off of that, but you're definitely right, Xando. Worth a mention.
Armens with a 5-point advantage. I don't know why they're not looking for Odiambo on the post.
Academy's got to get their hands up in the lane.
Corner Ajemian, 4 on the shot clock. And the bench counting it down for him. Odiambo, follow-up. Spins through the lane, basket and a foul.
Odiambo getting big down low. Gabriel Ajemian and Odiambo were both fighting for the rebound. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Academy USA needs to have their hands up. The second the shot is up, they need to make sure they're boxing out, or else the Armens will make them pay. And with this undefeated record, they haven't lost a game in a year. They feel comfortable playing more minutes than you.
And look, some people might have counted out this Armens team with no Ryan Carter, no Hezi got in this game. But look, they're showing why they, as you mentioned, haven't lost in over a year. Odiambo called for a violation on a free throw. These guys know how to pick each other up. They know exactly how each other play. Look, between guys like Gabby and guys like Pat who have played together since they were so young, a guy like Fred Odiambo who makes so much of an impact inside the key, inside the painted area, these guys are dangerous no matter who's on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, they all knew the assignment today. And for Academy USA, they're going to have to be much more versatile, take it to the rack a lot more frequently than they have been so far.
Armenian, nice move inside, crafty finish.
Very nicely done by Armenian, recognizing Abgarian's in foul trouble, just swiveling around him, really.
Mirmanian inside now, and Oriambo pins it on the backboard.
Coach Eli Atme is not only their head coach, but he's also their #1 fan. And that's what you need from a coach that's coming off, you know, like Coach Vic Eskijian. He won finals and just left. So you need a coach like that, like Eli Atme.
Very nice post move right there by Akari, and finishes with the left-handed jump hook. Academy down 7. Helliger getting into a stance. Jemian. Inside. In 3 seconds called on the Armens.
That was just a few seconds away from Odia Ambo adding yet another reel to his highlights.
7:56 left. Armens up 7. Helliger finds Mirmanian. Tough miss. Odiambo hauls it in.
Abgarian being in foul trouble is really killing Academy USA right now in terms of really having an answer against Odiambo. Odiambo's doing pretty well for the Armens and causing some havoc for the Academy USA.
Nazarian. Panusi stays straight up. Alters the shot. Galajian with the offensive rebound. Shot clock did not reset. Dabahian. Ball on the floor. It's going to stay with Academy.
Man, tough break there for Armens. Good timeout called by Balian. They need it. They're gassed right now.
Academy USA taking a break. Down by 7. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Professional orientation կարևոր է, որովհետեւ I am Manush from Shenik Village. Being from the older generation of QAV kids, I participated in various programs: healthy lifestyle, English access, professional orientation, and startup incubation. I study international relations at Yerevan State University, and last semester, as an Erasmus Plus student, I studied political science at the University of Messina in Italy. Many soft skills I gained and volunteering experience I had with QAV programs helped me to reach even Italy, study abroad, and come back again to my village. QAV motivated me to be the change I want to see in my community. I want to emphasize the importance of English access and professional orientation programs in my life, which helped me to improve my English skills and make a decision to become a diplomat.
Seven-point Armens lead. 7:19 left in the game. It'll be Academy USA ball inbounding. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Nazarian to trigger.
Great play by Bali, and if it was going to be converted well, but I think this will get them into the rhythm.
Helliger loses it driving, and the Dabahian's on the break. Mirmanian's back, and Mirmanian puts his shoulder into him and fouls him.
Very smart play by Dabahian, realizing Mirmanian was going to go for the, not the intentional, but the purposeful foul, and Dabahian was there recognizing it. And he, by the way, this kid is just out of high school, mind you, Providence High School, so this is a very smart play made by the young Dabahian.
And Rich, one of the biggest things we have not talked about, the rebounding differential. Academy USA with 33 boards on the other end. The Armens with 51. 18 more rebounds. That's a lot of extra chances. They've got 8 more offensive rebounds as a team.
Odiambo has made such a major difference for the Armens, but Jemian and Panusi should not be forgotten. I mean, they are kind of been the force behind the Armens, fuel to the fire, if you will.
And Panusi making sure his team knows a lot of time left despite being up 8.
I mean, 2 3-pointers and you're back into this game if you're Academy, but this defense is looking like a
Hawkins
lock.
up top, Helliger. And that's his first made 3-pointer of the season.
Wow. Still, crazy fact. Way to pull that out, Zando.
5-point lead now for the Armens. Jemian. He takes a 3 and answers.
Wow. Right when you thought Armenian was going to take it to the rack, he brought that out of his bag of tricks.
And Nazarian, it's raining three-pointers right now.
Wow. This is amazing basketball.
Both teams now in a zone defense. Mirmanian tries coming out. Mask hits from just inside the free throw line. Helliger surveying. Gets it to Nazarian. He shoots another one up.
Oh, my
And
God.
he gets it to roll in. Back-to-back triples for Harut Nazarian.
Wow. Nazarian's going to have to fuel a little bit more for Academy USA. This is the energy they needed. But now they just got to play some defense. They're not trapping them in the corners as they should be.
Chemian off on a three. Rebound Odiambo. Panusi back to Chemian. Same spot. Second time's the charm.
That's got to be Hawkins. Hawkins has got to meet him there until Helliger is good enough to meet them there as well.
Helliger inside. Ref waves off the basket. Foul on the floor.
Coach Balian's not happy at all. I mean, if I'm Balian, I'm just happy Abgarian didn't get a foul there. I mean, clearly there's a lot of contact between Fred Odiambo and Abgarian.
Back to the hot hand Nazarian. Helliger, he's dancing. Helliger finds a crevice inside and finds a way to score.
Armenian is fatigued. He's conserving his energy. Helliger's realizing that. So he's really trying to take it to him. But that second line of defense, that was tough by Helliger to go over it.
Odiambo finds a cutting mask for an easy deuce.
Great play, but they're going to go the other way.
And Dabagian fouls him before Helliger could get ahead of steam.
Great sportsmanship by Dabagian.
And Jemian coming out, a quick little breather, but I don't know if you're letting the guy take a break right now. I think you need to keep him in despite him having 4 personal fouls.
I mean, you're up 7. That's a benefit there. That at least you're a little bit comfortable. Helliger's going to really try to take advantage of the space that Armenian is no longer taking care of.
Nazarian finding his way in the lane. Thought he got fouled. It looked like he did.
I mean, lots of contact throughout this game. Both sides playing through adversity.
Panusi finds a mask. A beautiful pass. They can't convert, and the shot did not hit the rim.
I'm not sure if they recognize that.
Panusi, he's got 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Odiambo with the board. And Odiambo gets it back to Panusi. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Under 4 minutes to go. Panusi inside. Hawkins, great defense. Out of bounds. Armens ball. Three seconds on the shot clock. Meliksetian will inbound. Panusi catches, fires one up. And Hawkins with the rebound. Academy chance to make it a 2-possession game. Helliger.
Great
Gets
pass.
it to Abkarian, and Abkarian finishes the layup.
Great pass by Helliger. Way to stop the pace that you had. The momentum, he was just able to transfer it to the left side straight to Abkarian. Great move.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left. Dabagian. Panusi lobs it up. And he can't get it to Odiambo, and Helliger putting his body on the line, diving for the loose ball.
Something you need from your
And
leader.
Dabagian showing why he's first team all defense. Great awareness to intercept the pass.
Not a great pass there. Had to be a crisper one. Straight to his chest, but yeah.
Mask. Meliksetian in the corner. And Panusi gets triple teamed and finds a way to get open, just misses.
Players are getting fatigued. Their actions are getting a little more weary.
Mirmanian. Helliger inside. Above Odiambo. Gets his own rebound. Helliger Hawkins takes a go. Off.
Hawkins really struggling from the and timeout called by Armens.
Academy USA, many chances to cut down this lead, just can't finish. And we'll be heading down the home stretch after this timeout.
Keep them. Hello everyone, I am Nare from Armavir Lernogok village. I've participated in almost all of Co-op's programs. Now I work as a communications manager and I continue judging debates for different organizations. Co-op has taught me how to be open-minded, how to look at things from different perspectives, and how to grow as a person and as a professional. Co-op has made me a dreamer. I catch myself dreaming about my future and my country's future very often, and I've learned that from Co-op. I am forever grateful for the inspiration and support that I've received from Co-op, and I will cherish that forever.
.224 left here at Academy USA. Matchup between the two top teams in Group A has been everything you could expect and then some. It's a Armenian with the ball right now. Leading scorer in the game, 31 points. Armenian has too strong for Odiambo, and Academy USA another chance to cut down this lead.
Wow. Academy USA, can they pull through? This is a major opportunity for them.
Helliger inside.
Ooh.
No good. Nazarian takes a three. Yes!
Oh. Oh my
Nazarian
God.
almost with a steal, 2-point game, under 2 minutes to go. Anusi and Ajemian in close proximity of each other. The Bahian. Short. Ajemian gets the rebound. And Miramanian pokes it out. And the ball goes to Academy.
Wow. What an effort by the referees trying to figure out what happened there, but team effort. They all came down to the conclusion that it remains in Academy USA's hands. What a game it's been, Zando.
An amazing game, Rich, as Academy calls the timeout. And who do you think Coach Sacco Baldwin is going to look to find out of this timeout?
Warren Helliger goes down the lane, kicks it out to Nazarian. I think that's the only viable option you have here. I think Hawkins has had a little bit of struggle, so he's going to have to focus on making sure to get a second chance opportunity if he doesn't. But hey, we can't forget about Apgarian. Apgarian has had a dominant presence down low. Of course, more so in the first half, but now everyone's on the line, really.
Nazarian leading the charge for Academy USA. 22 points, 5 triples, 4 of them coming in this second half when his team needed it the most. Academy USA will bring it up the length of the floor. Miramanian gets it past half court. Nazarian, good look. Can't hit. And Miramanian and Ajemian wrestle for the ball. Jump ball called, and it's going to stay with Academy with a minute 14.
Tough break there for Armens. Great hustle effort by Ajemian, but of course the possession arrow never lies.
I can't talk enough about how much of an impact Miramanian's made in this game. Look, he had that possession where he stopped the stopped the drive by Odiambo. That was almost certainly going to be a jam. He's made some veteran moves, fouling guys in transition, and he hit some big shots when they needed it the most.
Yeah, no, definitely. As the players take a moment to make sure everything's okay on the basketball floor. But Zando, these are crucial last few moments of the game that we're getting down to. A minute and 15. What are you trying to make out of this play for Academy USA? Do you get a quick corner three or?
Best shot available. If you're open for three, take it. If not, just try to find someone.
Not running a play, pretty tough in circumstances like this.
Hawkins gets it to Nazarian. He goes inside, bounce pass to Abkarian. Out of bounds and back to the Armens.
Tough break. Academy USA had multiple opportunities to really get the ball into the hoop, but unsuccessful in that possession.
Panusi brings it up. 1 minute left. Mask at the free throw line. Mask turn around Jay. Gets it to go. Academy needs a quick basket here. Chemian hounding Helliger.
Helliger's hounded.
Nazarian inside to Abkarian and one.
Wow, what an effort. Zando, just recently, me and you were talking. Harut Nazarian and both Andrew Abkarian, both of them are going to have some kind of effect in this end game, and clearly Abkarian, the right place, right time, gets fouled at the perfect place.
And I think a bigger thing is that the differential is so big between the shot and game clock. You don't have to foul right now. You could play a full possession of defense, stop them, and then have a chance to take the lead back. But first, you got to make the free throw.
Tough break for Academy USA.
Still no need to foul. Need to stop desperately, though. And it looks like Academy is going into a man-to-man defense for this possession. Timeout called by the Armens. 21 seconds left. Rich. Is it going to be Gabby getting the ball here coming out of the timeout?
I don't know. I really don't know. This Armens team, it could be anyone, but I think what's going to happen is they're going to try to get the ball into Mask in the middle, pass it down to Odiambo, because that's what they've been trying to do, unless Coach Eli Atme has a completely different motive here. I think they need a quick two to make it into a two-possession game instead of just one. What do you think?
At this point, maybe even just dump it inside to Odiambo. Look, Abkarian's in foul trouble, so he might be weary of that, playing maybe a little more timid against Odiambo.
Very well said, Zando. When you consider that, you know what? I think now that is the move. But the question is, how familiar is Abkarian will Abkarian let the ball come into play in the first place? Because he's a great defender off and on the ball.
Mask to inbound. Into Abjemian. Hawkins guarding him. Panusi trying to set a screen. Steps away. Abjemian. Off Mask with the rebound. Mask with the biggest play of the game, getting that offensive rebound.
We've been talking about it, that second chance opportunities, they're key, especially in games like this. Every small, minute detail has an effect on the end result. And 78-76, it can go any way as long as can Mask sink this.
9.2 left. Or the Armens not yet in the bonus. One more foul to give for them. Into Mask, and Galajian fouls him instantly. Now we enter the bonus. 2-point game, and both of these free throws could put this one to bed. It'll be 2 shots for Mask.
And lots of time since he's going to go up. Oh, wonder if this ices him.
Mask's first free throws of the game. Short on the first. Academy's got a chance.
Academy's alive. Academy remains alive. One possession game.
And right here, if you're Abkarian, you've got to do your best job boxing out Odiambo. Mask knocks down the second. 3-point game. Timeout called by Academy. 8.1 seconds left. Rich 79-76. Here we go.
Man, I mean, clearly, for those of you that are not aware with AABA Pro-Am, Academy USA and Armens have been the biggest rivalry that we've been looking at. Of course, when you go deeper, Armens, Saraza, and Academy USA, all teams that have been undefeated in regular season play, Armens knew coming into this game that Academy USA is not going to back down. And Academy USA, I'm actually surprised a little bit by the players and their ability to rise to the occasion, but I think that's just one of those pleasant surprises you see in every game. Someone always shows up at AABA.
And I will also say for Academy USA, they've had so many chances down the stretch. They just can't get the roll of the basket. And you have to think, could this be the time where they get some fortune to go their way? The Armens getting that huge offensive rebound on the last possession. And it's all going to come down to this, Rich. 8.1 seconds. Final quarter of the regular season here in the 2023 Spring League. Academy USA with a chance to send it to overtime.
Man, let's see what happens here.
Miramanian's going to trigger the inbound. And Rich, I feel like they might be running something where he might get it right after passing it in.
This is a crucial last few seconds of the game.
Into Helliger. Nazarian going into the corner. Panusi almost steals it. 4 seconds left. 2 now. Miramanian's got to get something up. And that's going to do it. The Armens pull this one out in a tough, gritty matchup. 79-76 victory for the Armens as they finish the season undefeated. And now 2 seasons strong where they're undefeated in the regular season.
Academy USA, 79. Oh, man, what a game between the top 2 teams in the group. This is something that we're going to have to really focus on for when the playoffs comes around. And to be honest, when it comes to the playoffs, it really is anyone's game. So we're going to have to see. As Zando Arzumanian's preparing for the writing tutor player of the game.
Here with Andrew Debagian, writing tutor player of the game. Andrew, you guys are facing against your former teammate Warren Helliger, and your defense had a lot to do with holding him down and slowing him down, really. What was the key for you guys going into the game?
Well, we take pride in defense every game, and we didn't have Mr. Ryan Carter today, who's a big scorer for our team, but everyone on this team has their role, and we know that it's a next man up mentality, and we showed that today. So my job here is to play defense and do all the little things, and that's what I came to do. Hopefully it's infectious and we all do the same thing, and that's why we win.
You mentioned missing Ryan Carter, the Hezzy God. How were you guys able to make up for that scoring on the offensive end?
Our whole team is talented, and from everyone else, we're going to bit by bit figure it out. So, you know, if one guy's out, we're all going to figure it out together as a team.
Another regular season where you guys haven't lost. What's the goal going into the playoffs, and what do you have to say to everyone else that you're about to face?
We're not ducking smoke. We want to play everybody, and we want to win every game. That's the message.
There you have it, Armens. Another undefeated regular season. Playoffs coming at you strong next week. Stay tuned.